Hey Internet, it's me. Tonight I watched Ready or Not, and kind of like the last two nights with Becky, my light died again. It's still plugged in. What the hell's going on? I guess it's time to buy a new light. But just like last two nights' movies, this one felt socially relevant. Something about old, rich, white people and, billionaire dynasties and their trust fund kids being kind of evil. Just, I don't know. For some weird reason, I can't quite put my finger on, but it does seem to resonate a little bit with me. Again, I don't really know why. It's just something about this movie kind of speaks to me, like, socially. Um, but that aside, it's just a fun movie. There's definitely some gruesome bits. Um, Sometimes overly so. Like it almost feels like they're leaning into like the humor of the absurd. Um, like the kid at the one point where he shoots her through the hands. Like that's obscene and absurd, and it's just I don't know, almost funny, like in a jarring kind of way. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I have to say the acting is incredible on here, especially Samara Weaving there. You know, right at the end really sticks out when the family's finally captured her and her fiance is about to, stab her with the dagger thing and then he misses and she stands up and gets the dagger and just the way she just screams is like primal is the only way to describe it. I don't just hearing a noise like that come out of someone is just rattling and it's just amazing acting on her part. Like seriously 10 out of 10. No notes. She killed it the whole movie. Just absolutely incredible. Adrian Brody as the guy who was you know, he knows he's part of this family. He knows what happens because he saw it as a child and like he even admits, he's weak and he doesn't know how to fight back and just buck the system and, go against the family. But at the same time, he resents them and hates them for what they do and what they made him be a part of. And so at the end, like when he finally, stands up and goes against them and basically sacrifices himself, it's in character and it's just a really cool arc to see play out and he acts it really well. Um, yeah, I don't know. All the acting here is incredible, is really my point. Just everyone played their roles really, really well. Um, there's the fat guy who looks like Oso from Beetlejuice. There's the very ditzy sister. There was the one wife at the beginning who like died pretty much right away. I don't even know whose wife she was, or if she was a sister. I don't know. I'm not really sure who all the people are. But she died very early on. It was kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, all the acting is incredible. The movie is just fun. A lot of the character arcs and the way the story progresses is just really well done and really fun to watch play out. Um, and even the end, like they're clearly not taking themselves too seriously. Like I said, some of the gore is played for the absurdity and almost the humor of it. A lot of other things are played for the humor too, like how some people will die when you're not expecting them to, and it's humorous is the only word I can think of. It's almost funny how it happens. And then at the very end, where the family all explodes, which is a trend for these filmmakers, and that's kind of funny to me. But when the family members all explode, and then Samara Weaving's character, is just standing there and like processing everything, and then she looks over and she sees the devil that the family had made the deal with and broken the pact with, and he just kind of nods at her, and she basically just, in response to what she just saw and the whole situation she lived through, she just goes, shit! And that's it. That's just, she'd been through so much at that point and processed so much already and lost so much that, like, she had no other way to respond or react, and so she realizes what's happening, and, like, that's all that came out, and it was just hysterical, but also fit the character in the moment, and it just, yeah, I don't know. I know I've already spoiled a bunch and I'm giving a lot away, but I don't want to dive too deep into any individual element because, like, if you somehow haven't seen this, you should go watch it. It's it's just a lot of fun to watch it play out. It really is. I love the humor, I love the story, I love the acting, I love the gore. Everything about this is just really, really fun. Um, I think that is basically the takeaway of the movie is that, like, there are better movies for suspense. There are movies that have more gore. There are movies that take it more seriously. This is kind of a revenge film, and there are other movies that do that better. But just for all the little pieces of what it is put together, this is just really fun and entertaining. You just have a good time watching it. It never drags, you're never bored, it doesn't feel overly preachy. Like, there's nothing here that doesn't fit or feels like it should be cut. The whole thing is just really good for what it is. It's just a whole lot of fun. It's a great time to watch. And so I definitely recommend this one. That's why it was on my list for this year. It's just I know I've seen it multiple times. I think this is like my fourth or fifth time watching it, and it's just I've enjoyed it every time. It's always been a really fun movie to watch. And so, yeah, I think that's my takeaway. I think if you haven't seen this one and I didn't just spoil it all for you, you need to go watch it. You'll have a good time for sure. And I think that's it. So, I'll see you tomorrow.